hit triangle that time.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills.
That would have been insane.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yeah, they've been after it.
Right there in the middle, 55. Blue there.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Oh, imagine it stopped.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Washington. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, bait and
man, that
move
motherfucker right there is getting
laterally.
shots.
Can run through.
Yeah, he
didn't
bombed.
happen on that play.
The run only 9.
Tight end right.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, I don't get your shot.
On first, here's Washington. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I'm off.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The run with Washington.
What a
And
blessing.
he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd
Tuck
down.
down a little bit. Are you getting off? Trey, is that when you're getting off, or like talk to us in 5 minutes? Alright, cool, same. I got poo-poo.
319. Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Regular.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yeah. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go! Watch the twitch! Watch the twitch!
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
They'll set up a throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the first down. Here's Breida. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year.
You got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 50, Mike 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. And go.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now on first down, it's Washington again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Allen, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
That's how it slings back to field when they play this.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike Alpha. Let's go, team.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Breida. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Can I play striker now? Or no?
He'll look to throw.
I feel like
He's going to go for it all.
Are you playing striker now? I'll play.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this one?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It's now 3rd down.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now Taylor. Room here to run. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
I'll be honest, I started hitting buttons.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
I saw him.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Breida's got like 250 yards rushing. Start of the third
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
It's going to be epic.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
It's like it just ran into my head. It's not even like I hit it.
Sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw. Open man here is Foster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh, that was just good.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and that'll make it 3rd down.
57. Hey, let's get them holes.
Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
Put it right there. Right there. Yeah, put it right there. Yeah, go ahead. Kick it.
Go up with the defender.
Go ahead. No, put it right there. Put it right there. Put it where you have it.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He finds Yeldon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back.
What's the best hidden
We'll be back.
button?
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On first and goal, Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Washington. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your...
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Okay. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy,
never want to tell a player that's not playing like we finally found the game you quit.
Not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown.
I'm just like a coach. I'm just like a coach.
Couldn't. I tried to just kick it back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. On third and long, it's Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here's Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They run with Breida.
Another touchdown. That's 5.
Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 48 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
So let's put a top play in there.
Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Ooh, Danny didn't post the game-winning touchdown. Chubbs had to.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Let's go.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I'm off.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
57's the Mike. 5 wide. Bring it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Ricky.
And again, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead's down to 24.
Not bad.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
GG's, boys. Good shit.
Ooh, I'm coming. Less than a minute.
Ready? 2 times, 2 times.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
We just went down to 8.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
We're in Division 8.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like we
so this
were
punt
doing
sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Put this one behind them, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Allen going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. So they tried to tack on 2 more.
Y'all in the game?
Mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for San Francisco, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week.
Coach,
meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Well, I don't know, dog.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oh, man. Let's talk about defense. Brandon.
What about it?
7 sacks. Jalen Merrick. 7 sacks.
But my defense is insane now that I've switched to a 3-4.
Brito complained he didn't get wasn't in the game plan. Well, guess what? He had 300 yards rushing, so I'd say he's a happy
That's
camper.
awesome.
Right.
I remember he complained. I forgot about that. Michael Gallup complained to me, and I threw him 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and that doesn't get to stay because it got quit.
Oh.
We're going to do a little surf and turf here in a minute, Coach. Up in this thing. I ain't cooked in a little while, so I figured it was about time. Who got one of those?
Breida, he got hurt at the end.
No way.
He got hurt at the end.